So I want to welcome everybody to the very first Behind the Bombshell interview, and I have with me the amazing Sarah Jenks. She is all bombshell all the time, and I'm so thrilled to have you here, Sarah. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Ellie. This is going to be such a blast. I'm so excited.
Yay. Okay, so the first thing I would love to hear from you is, I talk with my clients all the time about creating the change you want to see in the world and really having one message that you want to get out there to people in order to make that change happen.
Yeah.
If that were true for you, what is your one message and what's the change you want to see?
Yeah. So for me, it's my intention to really change the landscape of the way women relate and approach their bodies. And there's this idea that we need to force and restrict and deprive ourselves to be thin. And I think we put so much pressure on ourselves because we think that that's what's going to take to be happy. So what my goal is to really teach women that happiness doesn't lie in having a successful diet. It really lies in loving ourselves and finding the joys in everyday life and working on our romance and meaning and just having a ton of fun.
I love it. That is so awesome. And tell us how you're actually doing that, because you have some really cool services that you offer.
Oh, thanks. So my company's called Live More, Way Less, and I work with women in two different ways. I think the most important part of my company really is my blog that I have at sarahjenks.com, and on that I write every week, and I give free advice on how to really live your life to your fullest so that you're no longer dependent on food. And I also have this really incredible virtual program that I'm actually starting to launch today, which is really exciting. And in that, it's an 8-week program where all these women come together and we really learn how to build these amazing, beautiful lives, again, so we're not so dependent on food for our happiness. And then, of course, I have my VIP program where I work with a really small group of women to do really deep, life-changing work at the core of what's going on with them.
That is so amazing. And I have to tell you, I have been getting your posts since we met last, November?
Yeah, November.
Yeah, in New York City. And you're amazing. I love your writing. You're so authentic and so relatable. And that's what really makes it awesome. So,
thank you.
Yeah, and for everybody who's watching, if you're not on that list, you need to get on that list. Tell us a little bit about how you wound up doing this. What is your story that led you here?
Yeah, well, I went to my first Weight Watchers meeting when I was 12. And, I went because the other kids were making fun of me for being chubby, and I just wanted to fit in. And, that sort of began my, very long relationship with diets, not a good relationship. And it wasn't until after college when I had a pretty bad episode where I ate this entire bag of chocolate while I was on a juice cleanse. And it really just finally hit me. I felt so ashamed and embarrassed, and I realized, if this diet thing was going to work, it would have happened by now. So after that, I really went through this exploratory process of figuring out, if the diet's not going to make me happy, if the diet's not going to help me lose weight, what is it going to be? And I finally realized that, I had this idea that my life sucked because I was overweight. I blamed my body on everything that was going wrong. My messed up relationship and, work and friendships and all these things. And I realized that actually it's not my body's fault, it's my fault. And so I did all this work to make my life so much better before I lost 30 pounds. And when I did that, I realized that I wasn't craving sugar as much. I was naturally wanting healthy foods. I was enjoying working out. And so all the stuff that I've been hammering and pushing myself to do just kind of started coming easily to me.
Mm-hmm. That is so amazing.
Oh, thanks.
I just love that journey. And you also spent a little bit of time working with brides. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. So at the beginning of my business, I really wanted to help women who were getting ready for their wedding not crash diet or, force themselves into these boot camps if that's not what they wanted to do, and really create a foundation of their relationship with food that will last them long into their marriage.
So amazing. I just love the work you do.
Thank you.
one of the first, actually, the way I was introduced to you was through this amazing video you had on your site, Live More, Way Less.
Yeah.
And it's actually up there now, right? SarahJenks.com.
Yeah. It's actually, if you go to livemorewayless.com, it's there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And this video was just so authentic. I've actually used it in talks I give on how to use your personality and share your story on video.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about how you came up with the idea for this video and how this video has helped you with your business.
Awesome. When I landed on this idea of live more, way less, I was feeling very inspired to come up with a manifesto, so I thought if I could explain this whole philosophy in 2.5 minutes, how would I do it? And I also thought about it like if I were making a trailer for a movie, how can I take in that mentality into a coaching practice? And I got the idea for the cool stop motion graphics and the letters movement. You guys will see it when you go to the website. It just kind of came to me. Like, I know that's like not great actionable advice, but I think when you're so excited about something and you know the words, I definitely started with the language and I just was listening to myself say it. And all of a sudden I was kind of seeing the whole thing come together. And then I just searched for someone who could, make it come to life for me.
That's so awesome. And how has it helped your business, do you think?
Oh my God, dramatically. I love that you spend so much time talking about, what do you want to stand for in the world? And I think with this video, people can see like, oh, she really stands for something. She cares about this message. It's clear. I get it. I feel like she's talking to me. And I think that's been the best thing because people are like, oh, she's serious.
Yeah.
She's putting a lot of work into this. It's clear. And it kind of became my stake in the sand.
Yeah. And one of the things we've also seen with videos like yours, which is such a great, it's a manifesto. It's a manifesto in video. And what we've seen is it also helps people figure out immediately if they really are interested in your services or if, they have friends who could use it, they can just forward them the video. So it's also really a powerful tool that way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I think what's really important with the video too is like, it's important to make it beautiful and informative, but you have to have a really strong call to action afterwards. And so, I use that video to get people to sign up for my video training series, which again is like a very educational, more robust thing. But I think like any advice that I have for women with video is make sure it's doing something for you and going to help you spread the word about your business.
Absolutely. So what is, if there was anything that was like the biggest surprise for you in using video or this unexpected bonus you got from it, any thoughts there?
I think for me, I had, when you do video, a lot of times it takes on a life of its own, and video is so much easier to share. So when I released this video, the first version last year, there were so many shares, so many people were sending it around, and it's just nice to feel like your business has a life of its own, that you don't have to sit there behind your computer making everything happen yourself. If you can create something that has its own energy and its own legs, things just like take off.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for your time. Thanks for being here. You are such a bombshell. Keep rocking it, girl. And great luck with your launch. Everybody can go to livemorewayless.com to see this amazing video. You should go right now. And also go to sarahjenks.com and sign up for her blogs because she's amazing. Sign up for her emails. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Ellie, so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.